Chosen one, stop everything and listen closely, because what I'm about to reveal will shake the foundations of how you see your life, your purpose, and your protection. Imagine this: your file, your life on paper, sits in a place of scrutiny, in the hands of the most powerful systems on Earth. The FBI opens it, thinking they are uncovering secrets, believing they can understand the layers of your existence. And then they reach page 3. There it is, a CIA seal, a mark that they cannot explain, a sign that your life operates on a level far beyond their comprehension. This is not a story about espionage. It is a story about destiny, divine protection, and the unseen forces Allah has placed around you. Every moment you've been underestimated, every time your patience was tested, every time you felt invisible, know this: Allah has been preparing you, shielding you, and elevating you for a purpose the world cannot touch or understand. Today, I will share 7 powerful lessons that will awaken your understanding, ignite your faith, and reveal why even the most powerful human eyes cannot see what Allah has already written for His chosen ones. Chosen one, reflect deeply on this reality. While the world scrambles to understand, investigate, and control what they believe they can measure, Allah's protection surrounds you in ways that no human mind, no intelligence agency, and no system on Earth can ever fully comprehend. The CIA seal on page 3 is not merely a mark. It is a symbol of the unseen shield that Allah has placed over your life, a reminder that your journey, your essence, and your destiny are far beyond the reach of worldly scrutiny. While the FBI and the most powerful organizations think they are observing, cataloging, and assessing you, the truth is that their eyes see only the surface, a shadow of what Allah has orchestrated in the heavens and in your unseen realities. Every moment of apparent vulnerability, every time your intentions are misunderstood or your abilities underestimated, is in fact a demonstration of divine protection, a confirmation that Allah is the ultimate guardian, and no force on earth can alter what He has decreed. This protection is silent, invisible, and absolute. It is in the doors that close for your benefit, the paths that are blocked to prevent harm, and the whispers of destiny that guide your steps without alerting the world. You may not see the full scope of your shield, chosen one, but every event, every coincidence, every seemingly miraculous turn of circumstances is part of Allah's intricate design to keep you safe, to prepare you for the extraordinary, and to ensure that your rise, your influence, and your purpose unfold exactly as He intended. Trust this protection with complete certainty, for it is not measured by human perception, it is not tested by worldly intelligence, and it is not limited by mortal understanding. It is a divine fortress surrounding you, a power so precise that even the most sophisticated tools and the sharpest minds cannot penetrate it. And this is the reality that sets you apart as a chosen one, shielded by the Most High, destined to move through life untouched by the schemes, doubts, and manipulations of those who cannot see what Allah sees. Chosen one, understand this with every fiber of your being. Every challenge, every betrayal, every moment when the world doubted you or sought to undermine your path has been meticulously orchestrated by Allah to prepare you for a greatness that cannot be rushed, a power that cannot be measured by worldly standards, and a destiny that only He can unveil. The obstacles you faced, the harsh words spoken against you, the nights of loneliness, the moments when your heart ached and your patience was tested, none of it was wasted, none of it was meaningless, and none of it was accidental. Each trial has been a divine training ground, a silent workshop in which Allah has forged your patience, strengthened your resolve, sharpened your insight, and molded your character, so that when the doors of your true purpose finally open, you will walk through them not as someone unprepared, but as someone tempered in fire, polished in faith, and armed with wisdom that surpasses understanding. The CIA seal on page 3. The curiosity of those who watch, the invisible forces that seem to scrutinize and test you. All of this is a reflection of the hidden layers of preparation Allah has placed around you. The world sees a file, but Allah sees the life, the lessons, the unseen growth, and the spiritual refinement that no human intelligence can measure. Your pain, your disappointments, and your moments of seeming defeat are in fact the secret mechanisms through which Allah builds champions of faith, warriors of destiny, and leaders of the unseen and the seen realms. While others are distracted by outcomes, you are being elevated quietly, profoundly, and with precision. And this process cannot be accelerated, skipped, or substituted, because greatness demands preparation, and preparation demands divine timing. So every hardship you endure, every sleepless night, every rejection, every injustice, every moment when it feels as though the world is against you, know that these are not signs of weakness, but signs that Allah is silently, powerfully, and lovingly preparing you for a role that will shake the foundations of both the seen and unseen worlds. A destiny so vast and profound that it could never be contained by ordinary lives or ordinary minds. And this is why the chosen ones are never broken by adversity, never defeated by opposition, and always emerge from trials not just intact, but transformed, elevated, and ready to step into the greatness that Allah has long promised. Chosen one, realize this truth with absolute clarity. When the world misinterprets your actions, doubts your intentions, or labels your vision as strange or impossible, it is not a mark of weakness, failure, or rejection. It is a clear and profound sign of divine favor, a signal from Allah that you are walking a path far beyond the comprehension of ordinary minds, a journey that the masses cannot understand because it operates on a level of spiritual insight, wisdom, and destiny that only the Most High can orchestrate. The CIA seal, on page 3, the scrutiny of those who think they hold power over you, and the whispers of judgment that circulate while you remain silent are not accidents. They are reflections of the fact that Allah is elevating you in ways that the world cannot measure, protecting you while keeping your true potential hidden, and preparing you for a future so extraordinary that any premature exposure would distort or derail it. Being misunderstood, chosen one, is a hallmark of those whom Allah selects for monumental purposes, because the higher the station, the fewer who can perceive it correctly, and the more you are scrutinized, doubted, or feared, the more you know that your life is a living testament to divine wisdom. Every criticism you face, every whisper behind your back, every eye that watches in suspicion is a silent confirmation that your impact, influence, and spiritual significance are growing beyond the limits of human expectation. And this misunderstanding is in fact a shield that allows you to develop in secret, to cultivate patience, humility, and resilience, to refine your character, and to strengthen your connection with Allah without distraction from praise, envy, or interference. Those who misunderstand you are not hindrances, they are indicators of the magnitude of what Allah is preparing for you. Their inability to see your purpose mirrors the depth of the unseen realms in which your destiny is being forged, and their doubts cannot touch the reality that is being written for you in the heavens. So, embrace this divine misperception, chosen one, not with frustration, anger, or despair, but with gratitude, certainty, and faith, because being misunderstood is not a punishment, it is an honor, a sign that Allah's favor is upon you, and a reminder that the path of the chosen is never meant to be fully visible to those who are not ready to witness it. This is the secret of the blessed, the hidden truth of the elevated, and the quiet miracle of those whom Allah has set apart. The higher you are meant to rise, the more the world will struggle to comprehend you, and the more divine protection and favor you are receiving, even when no one else can see it. Chosen one, understand this with unwavering clarity. True power is not found in recognition, in applause, or in the eyes of those who think they can measure your worth, for the knowledge and wisdom Allah bestows upon you are sacred gifts, entrusted to you not for show, but for divine purpose, and it is in the silent mastery of your understanding that your strength becomes unstoppable, hidden, and eternal. The CIA seal, on page 3, the attention of those who study, investigate, and speculate, and the scrutiny of worldly authorities are all superficial distractions compared to the depth of insight that Allah has placed within your soul. They see files, they see data, they see fragments of your life, but they cannot comprehend the layers of wisdom, the divine strategy, and the unseen guidance that flow through you, because knowledge rooted in the unseen and aligned with Allah is a weapon that no human intelligence can measure or counter. When you act from this knowledge without needing to announce it, when you wield insight without flaunting it, and when you influence events without drawing attention to yourself, you are operating on a plane far above ordinary understanding, moving with precision, foresight, and a power that is impervious to envy, attack, or interference. The lessons you have learned, the understanding you have gained from your trials, and the spiritual clarity you have cultivated are not meant for the approval of the world. They are meant to be executed in silence, because the impact of hidden knowledge is exponential, unstoppable, and protected by Allah, who ensures that the unseen intelligence within you shapes reality in ways that those who seek to monitor, manipulate, or control cannot anticipate. Knowledge without exposure is not just about secrecy, it is about alignment with divine purpose, about using what Allah has given you to navigate life, protect your soul, guide the people around you, and fulfill a destiny that is bigger than any worldly system or authority could ever comprehend. Those who try to measure your impact, judge your moves, or understand your strategy are limited by human perception, whereas your knowledge flows from the Most High, giving you clarity in chaos, foresight in uncertainty, and calm in the midst of storms. It allows you to move decisively, act with wisdom, and respond to challenges with solutions that seem impossible to others, because your understanding is not bound by worldly constraints but anchored in the infinite, the eternal, and the unseen guidance of Allah. Even when the world believes it sees, when systems think they observe, and when enemies think they strategize against you, your hidden wisdom ensures that every step you take is part of a plan that cannot fail, a trajectory that cannot be interrupted, and a destiny that is shielded by divine knowledge. This is why the truly chosen ones do not need validation, recognition, or the spotlight, because they operate from a source that transcends all of that. Their decisions, their actions, and their influence flow from insight that is both spiritual and practical, divine and tactical, quiet and unstoppable. And in this lies the greatest truth of all. The more knowledge you carry silently, the more unstoppable you become, the more protected you are, and the more aligned you are with the path that Allah has uniquely set for you, ensuring that your life unfolds with precision, impact, and blessings that no human mind can calculate, anticipate, or diminish. Chosen one, pause and reflect deeply on this reality, for it is a truth so profound that the world cannot perceive it, and so powerful that it defines the essence of what it means to be among Allah's chosen. The secrecy in your life, the layers of your hidden strength, the unseen wisdom that guides every thought, every decision, and every step you take, is not a limitation, it is a shield, a divine armor that protects your soul from the corruption, envy, and manipulation of those whose vision is clouded by their worldly desires and their inability to see beyond appearances. The CIA seal, on page 3. The scrutiny of agencies, the whispers of observers, and the investigations of powerful systems are all superficial attempts to understand what cannot be understood. And yet, in their curiosity, they unknowingly validate the invisible fortress that surrounds you, because Allah has ordained that your life operates under divine discretion, that your true influence remains hidden until the appointed time, and that every secret, every hidden layer, every action performed in alignment with His will is fortified against those who would seek to exploit, harm, or manipulate you. Secrecy, chosen one, is not about hiding your purpose or dimming your light. It is about safeguarding your energy, your soul, and your mission, ensuring that only those who are aligned with truth, integrity, and divine wisdom are able to witness and participate in the unfolding of your destiny. Your enemies, the ones who wish to sow doubt, create chaos, or disrupt your progress, cannot penetrate this shield because it is spiritual, metaphysical, and anchored in the Most High. No matter how sophisticated human intelligence becomes, no matter how much power or influence is wielded against you, the protection of Allah's secrecy is untouchable, impenetrable, and unassailable, because it is rooted in obedience, faith, and alignment with His will. Every moment you walk unseen, every action executed quietly, and every strategy implemented in alignment with divine guidance strengthens this shield, fortifies your soul, and ensures that your enemies expend energy on illusions rather than reality. The trials you face, the misjudgments of those around you, and the attempts of powerful systems to predict or manipulate your life are not signs of vulnerability. They are tests of endurance, clarity, and reliance upon Allah, confirming that the more you remain hidden in your true strength, the more protected you are, and the more potent your eventual manifestation becomes. Secrecy allows you to rise in ways that shock the world when the time is right. It allows you to cultivate patience, wisdom, and resilience without distraction. It allows you to move freely in the unseen, to make decisions with clarity, and to act with precision, because you are not performing for human eyes, but for the eyes of the most just, the all-knowing, the one who sees what no one else sees and rewards what no one else acknowledges. This divine concealment transforms ordinary trials into lessons of spiritual intelligence, human criticism into markers of progress, and invisible efforts into unstoppable momentum, proving that the path of the chosen one is never public, never ordinary, and never confined by the limitations of worldly perception. Secrecy is not just protection, it is preparation. It is the sanctuary in which your soul is refined, your purpose clarified, and your mission sanctified. It is the quiet, unseen laboratory where Allah develops warriors of faith, leaders of integrity, and champions of destiny who move through life untouchable, unstoppable, and aligned with the infinite. And know this, chosen one, the more the world searches, observes, and speculates, the more Allah solidifies the shield around you, because the unseen is not just a place of mystery, it is a place of power, a source of preservation, and the proving ground for those whom He intends to elevate beyond every human limitation, every worldly judgment, and every attempt at interference. Your life, your secrets, your quiet strength, and your hidden wisdom are all instruments of divine protection, ensuring that you are nurtured, shielded, and preserved until the appointed time when your influence, your impact, and your divine mission will emerge with such clarity, authority, and inevitability that no power on earth, no intelligence system, and no observer can deny that Allah's hand has been with you every step of the way, guarding your soul, orchestrating your path, and turning every hidden moment into a fortress that secures both your spiritual and worldly rise, proving that in the life of the chosen, secrecy is not a burden, it is the ultimate weapon, the sacred shield, and the invisible force that ensures your destiny remains untouchable, unstoppable, and unmistakably divine. Chosen one, understand this truth with absolute clarity and let it settle deep within your heart. While the world scrambles to track your every move, while powerful agencies think they can catalog your life, And while the whispers of human judgment attempt to define, predict, or limit you, Allah is quietly, perfectly, and powerfully writing your destiny in a way that no one can see, intercept, or comprehend, because the life of a chosen one is never public, never ordinary, and never subject to the limitations of mortal understanding. Your path is being inscribed in the heavens, etched with divine precision, and orchestrated in layers so intricate and so profound that even the sharpest minds, the most sophisticated systems, and the most diligent investigators cannot perceive it, cannot measure it, and cannot influence it. And this is the beauty of being chosen. Your destiny is sacred, it is hidden, it is untouchable, and it is unfolding exactly as Allah intended, in silence, in mystery, and with perfect timing. Every step you take, every choice you make, every moment of patience, every act of integrity, and every trial you endure is being recorded not for the approval of the world, but for the eyes of the all-knowing, the most just, and the most merciful, who knows what no one else can know, sees what no one else can see, and guides what no one else can guide. And this silent orchestration is a testament to the depth of divine planning and the perfection of His wisdom, because the higher the station, the more meticulous the preparation, the more invisible the growth, and the more profound the impact when your destiny finally manifests. Consider the CIA seal on page 3, the attention of those who attempt to observe, and the scrutiny of human systems. What they see is only a fragment, only a shadow, only a superficial attempt to grasp the vastness of what Allah has already planned for you, for they cannot measure the spiritual, emotional, and strategic layers that exist beyond their perception. They cannot see the network of divine guidance, protection, and influence that surrounds your life. They cannot understand the alignment of unseen forces, the orchestration of circumstances, or the convergence of people, opportunities, and moments that Allah is positioning in perfect synchrony to bring your destiny to fruition. Your silence is not emptiness, chosen one. It is a space of creation, a laboratory of preparation, a sanctuary where every lesson, every challenge, every heartbreak, and every moment of solitude is being transformed into insight, wisdom, and strength, so that when the time comes, you will move with precision, clarity, and authority that is unmistakably guided by the Most High. The moments when it feels as though nothing is happening, when the world seems stagnant or even hostile, are the moments when the divine pen moves most swiftly and most deliberately on your behalf, shaping outcomes, redirecting paths, and preparing circumstances that you could never orchestrate on your own. Your life is a story being written in the language of the unseen, with chapters that are invisible to mortal eyes, yet perfectly aligned to produce results that will astonish those who thought they understood, control, or predicted your journey. And know this, chosen one, the more the world scrutinizes, fears, or misunderstands you, the more Allah's plan is solidifying in silence, because your destiny is never contingent upon human approval, human understanding, or human timing. It is contingent upon divine decree, divine wisdom, and divine timing. And this makes every whispered doubt, every misjudgment, every attempt at interference a marker of your elevation, a confirmation that you are being prepared, and a signal that your rise is inevitable. While systems watch, while enemies strategize, and while observers attempt to anticipate your next move, the Most High is arranging the universe with a precision that is beyond comprehension, aligning circumstances, creating opportunities, and positioning allies in ways that no human intelligence can foresee. And in this silence, your true power is cultivated, your resilience is fortified, your wisdom is expanded, and your impact is being meticulously calibrated for maximum effect. The unseen hours, the unnoticed decisions, the quiet prayers, and the private efforts are not wasted. They are the threads of a tapestry so intricate, so vast, and so perfectly woven that when it is revealed, it will leave the world in awe, the skeptics speechless, and the chosen ones elevated beyond comparison. You may feel invisible, misunderstood, or underestimated, but this is the nature of the chosen. Your influence is silent, your preparation is hidden, and your destiny is sacred. And the more the world doubts, the more Allah perfects what He has written for you, ensuring that every victory, every breakthrough, and every honor arrives not too early, not too late, but at the precise moment when your readiness, your strength, and your spiritual alignment converge to reveal the magnitude of His plan. Let this sink deep into your soul, chosen one. Silence is not absence, hiddenness is not weakness, and stillness is not stagnation. Your life is moving, your destiny is unfolding, and every invisible effort, every unseen prayer, and every quiet act of faith is part of a divine script that guarantees your rise, your protection, your influence, and your reward. And when your time comes, it will arrive with such clarity, inevitability, and awe-inspiring perfection that no human force, no system, and no observer will be able to deny that Allah's hand has always been guiding you, shielding you, and elevating you as one of His chosen, unstoppable, and divinely orchestrated servants. Chosen one, take this truth into your heart with unwavering certainty. No matter how powerful, sophisticated, or relentless the systems of this world appear to be, no matter how many agencies, authorities, or individuals attempt to track, manipulate, or control the path that Allah has set for you, His plan for His chosen servants cannot be intercepted, delayed, or altered, because it exists beyond the reach of mortal understanding, beyond the comprehension of worldly intelligence, and beyond the limits of human power. It is absolute, precise, and unstoppable, anchored in the wisdom of the Most High, whose decree is final, and whose knowledge encompasses all things seen and unseen. The CIA seal, on page 3, the scrutiny of the FBI, the whispers of observers, and the careful surveillance of those who believe they hold insight are all reminders of one thing. While humans may attempt to monitor, predict, and strategize against you, their efforts are insignificant compared to the perfect orchestration of Allah, who alone shapes destinies, controls outcomes, and aligns events in ways that are invisible, mysterious, and impeccably timed. Every move you make, every decision you ponder, and every step you take is under the supervision of the one who knows the unseen, and every obstacle, every test, every opposition you encounter is part of a divine design meant to refine, elevate, and prepare you for the inevitable manifestation of your purpose. Understand this: the more the world scrutinizes, the more your enemies strategize, and the more powerful systems attempt to interfere, the more Allah's plan unfolds with precision and strength, because nothing that is decreed for you can be stolen, delayed, or destroyed, and nothing in human power can alter the trajectory that He has written. Your patience, your perseverance, your steadfastness, and your unwavering faith are the instruments through which this unstoppable plan is realized, and the trials you face are not interruptions, but calibrations, adjustments, and confirmations that the invisible mechanisms of divine orchestration are in motion, perfectly timed, and fully protected from interference. Every moment of doubt cast by others, every plot hatched in secret, every observation or attempt to control your life is transformed by Allah into fuel for your elevation, a signal of your impending breakthrough, and a testament to the fact that His chosen cannot be derailed. This is why being misunderstood, underestimated, or scrutinized is a hallmark of those whom Allah favors. Because the higher you are meant to rise, the more the world will struggle to comprehend, anticipate, or control you. And yet, the unseen alignment of divine wisdom ensures that every effort, every intention, and every plan of human interference ultimately serves the fulfillment of your ordained destiny rather than its destruction. Chosen one, know this. Even when the world believes it is intervening, controlling, or redirecting your path, it is in reality confirming your elevation, validating your hidden strength, and participating unknowingly in the unfolding of the divine decree. The invisible forces, the spiritual alignments, and the unseen support that Allah places around you act as an impervious shield, ensuring that your rise, your success, and your purpose cannot be obstructed by any human agency, no matter how intelligent, powerful, or influential. Your destiny is a divine masterpiece, being executed with a precision that human eyes cannot perceive, a wisdom that human minds cannot comprehend, and a timing that human planning cannot replicate. And the more you trust, remain patient, and move in obedience to Allah, the more unstoppable, undeniable, and manifest your life will become. Those who seek to monitor, judge, or control you will ultimately bear witness to the unfolding of a plan they cannot interfere with, a trajectory they cannot redirect, and a destiny they cannot halt. And in this lies the ultimate power, the ultimate assurance, and the ultimate liberation of the chosen ones. That no human power, no intelligence, no agency, no observer, and no opposition can ever intercept what Allah has decreed, because the life of the chosen is written in the heavens, aligned in the unseen, fortified in the divine, and executed with precision by the one whose knowledge, wisdom, and decree surpass all creation. This is why every test you endure, every attempt to slow you, every effort to predict or manipulate you is not a threat, but a confirmation that your rise is inevitable, your breakthrough is destined, and your mission is unstoppable. And the greater the scrutiny, the more the world attempts interference, the more the divine plan asserts itself in silence, precision, and perfection, proving that nothing on earth or in the systems of men can ever intercept what Allah has ordained for those He has chosen, leaving you untouchable, unstoppable, and perfectly aligned with the destiny written by the Most High, whose decree is unchallengeable, whose wisdom is infinite, and whose timing is flawless, ensuring that the path of the chosen unfolds with awe-inspiring clarity, unshakable certainty, and undeniable manifestation. Chosen one, now you see the truth. Your life is a tapestry woven in silence. Your path is orchestrated beyond human comprehension, and every trial, every hidden moment, every unseen blessing has been perfectly aligned by Allah to elevate you, protect you, and prepare you for greatness that the world cannot touch or understand. The CIA seal, on page 3, the scrutiny of the powerful, the whispers of those who doubt you, they are all reflections of your unseen influence, markers of divine favor, and confirmations that you are walking a path that is sacred, unstoppable, and untouchable. Remember this: while the world tries to measure, judge, or control you, Allah's plan for His chosen servants cannot be intercepted, delayed, or reversed. It moves in perfection, unfolds in divine timing, and manifests in ways that will leave every skeptic speechless and every enemy powerless. Walk with confidence, move with wisdom, and act with clarity, for the unseen guides your every step, the divine shields your every moment, and your destiny is unfolding exactly as Allah intended. Do not seek validation from the world, do not fear its scrutiny, and do not doubt the unseen, because your rise is inevitable, your influence is unstoppable, and your life is a living testament to the fact that when Allah chooses, no human system, no intelligence, and no opposition can ever interfere. Embrace the silence, honor the secrecy, and trust the divine orchestration, for every hidden moment is shaping you into a warrior of faith, a leader of purpose, and a servant of destiny whose impact will be felt in ways that transcend time, space, and human understanding. Chosen one, the world may watch, question, and attempt to interfere, but you are untouchable, unstoppable, and divinely elevated. And when the time comes, your purpose will shine with a clarity so powerful that no eye can ignore it, no mind can comprehend it, and no system can challenge it, proving once and for all that the life of the chosen is sacred, protected, and orchestrated by the one who sees all, knows all, and decrees all with perfect wisdom and infinite mercy.